Inside of this video, we will be taking a deep dive and covering a question I get asked most often by you viewers, and that is actually what is the best way to spend your armory stars to maximize your profit. When it comes to spending your stars, there are actually several approaches you can take, and the right one really depends on your goals and the time frame. Some of you may be looking for a short-term flip, others may prefer a long-term investment strategy, or simply just accumulating as many stars as possible waiting for a removal. There is no single right or wrong way to approach this. It all depends on your risk tolerance, patience, and overall strategy. That said, in this video I'll walk you through the best options for each of these strategies so you could decide which one works best for you, giving you a better understanding of how to profit the most from the armory pass. First of all, starting with quick flipping. This strategy is for the players who want to resell their redeemed items as soon as the 7-day trade hold expires, and then immediately roll the profits back into another armory pass or having left over balance to profit on. The best tool for this is CS2. Head over to their website, click on armory, select your currency, and then choose your preferred price and source. Personally, I use CS Float, but for the sake of this video, we'll be using the Steam market. Make sure you also enable unbox ROI, as this is critical for accurate data. Okay, once that's all set up, look for the collections with an ROI above 100%. Any collection over 100% means that statistically you should be making your money back over time gradually. As of December 15th, 2025, the Elemental Craft sticker collection currently offers the best return, sitting at approximately 141% ROI for only one armory star per redeem, and that's only 39 cents. What actually makes this collection so strong in the guaranteed stable profit is the actual blue stickers. This is because you get them 80% of the time. This contributes heavily to the majority of the overall ROI of this collection. Meanwhile, the red sticker, the Ruby Wave, valued around $16, has a drop chance of 0.64%. You're barely gonna get that. This means that you're not actually relied on hitting a red item to be profitable, just consistency to be up in profit. If your goal is consistent, low risk and cumulative profit, then the Elemental Craft stickers are currently the best option for you. On average, this works out to be $32.70 per 5 passes completed and then redeemed in profit, making it a perfect and ideal redemption collection for quick flips without risking large amount of stars. Actually, if you're feeling confident or you just want to gamble a bit more while going in for high priced items, then you can look at the Sports and Field collection. The main attraction here is the M4A4S fade, currently valued at around $800. Interestingly enough, the odds of hitting this covert skin are actually the exact same as pulling a Ruby Wave sticker. However, the key difference is that this collection costs 4 stars per redeem, making it a significant amount more riskier and 4 times as costly. The covert skin is essentially the only reason this collection actually has a high ROI. If you don't hit it, then you're doomed. But there is one important thing to keep in mind, and that is that CS ROI does not actually account for the selling fees. The Steam market takes a 15% fee, and third-party marketplaces will typically be taking 2 to 7 on average. You need to always remember to factor this in before committing to a specific profit strategy. If your objective is to build long-term inventory value, the most reliable approach is by targeting armory collections that are most likely going to be discontinued in the next swap. Historically, once a collection is removed, the supply immediately caps or demand remains or even increases, creating a sustained upward price trend, making that collection supply dwindle while the price will skyrocket. This strategy actually gives you 2 viable exit options. You can either sell into the initial post-announcement spike when hype and FOMO temporarily inflate the prices drastically, or just by holding the items long term and letting natural scarcity drive the value over the years. We've already seen this play out recently time and time again, but as of the 2nd of October this year, the graphic collection in the armory was taken out, making it discontinued, and also many of its skins, including the low tier filler skins, experienced price increases of up to 4x as of right now in a relatively shorter period amount of time. Take their factory new MP7 Astrolabe, going from 60 cents to $2 price change in the space of September to now. Based on historical patterns and its current performance, I strongly believe that the Overpass 2024 collection is next to be removed. Valve has consistently phased out underperforming collections, and the Overpass collection appears to be generating the least revenue relative to the other collections, which are the most fan favorited. On top of that, the Overpass map was reintroduced into the active map pool after only 1.5 years of being taken out. This then allowed souvenir packages to drop during the Austin Major in the summer, which will lead to a heavier decline in the Overpass collection. Finally, remember that you don't need to spend your stars immediately. Holding stars in anticipation of new collections or case releases can actually be extremely profitable. When a collection or collections do get swapped out with new ones, newly released armory items often launch with temporarily inflated prices, and then redeeming early allows you to capitalize on the initial demand spike, which could ultimately pay more than the quick flip flip and long term, depending on how much the starting price is on the first day the newly armory items are marketable. That's going to wrap up the video. If you found this breakdown informative and helps you get a wider view of the armory investments, make sure to leave a like. Also, if you're interested in the CS2 market, make sure to subscribe for any future updates and analysis I will be giving in future videos. Anyway, thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.